Yesterday, so yesterday means last class we have seen the how to create data and what are the ways we have. Okay. So today we will be seeing the controlling of UI for the same. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Just let me know. Do you see now? Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes. So so basically we created like a backend server table columns. Now we want to, so in the last class also we discussed like how to create forms, how to create different tabs, how to create sections. Now today my requirement is like handling this UI within other than forms. What are the ways we have to handle this? Okay. Now let's consider. Now if you see here, Rizwan created app, but he has new group. He added the entity, but he in the label it is showing as a new group. So in general, we should have something. We should able to name it, right? We should able to configure, right? So for that day, what I discussed, whatever you want to do, the app level, those changes you can configure at the sitemap. Okay. Now I am going to my Power Apps portal. From advanced settings, I will be creating here. Then I will be clicking on customizations. If you click on customize the system, it will go here. Now, if you click on these solutions, it will open a maker portal. Any of them you can go. Now, what I want to do, I want to customize this sitemap. Whatever we call this left hand side, this one we will call it as a sitemap. Okay. So for that purpose, this is our last class, right? So we created two tables. Now, here when I created an app, when I added the required components, clicking on like this, advanced, add required objects. If you do, you will get all depending components for this app. So that day we already did, so we got the sitemap already. Now, what I want to change in the sitemap, I want to customize them. Okay. So see if you see here whatever this is showing, right? Sitemap designer. So those will be, this is the UI for the backend designer. This will be the sitemap designer. Okay. Now suppose if you want to change this new group, instead of new group, I want to name something. So you can give feedback name like this. So those will be changed. Okay. The next thing is I want to have a different area as well. Instead of a single area, I want to have a separate area. Like let me show. So here if you see, you have, suppose if you keep everything here, you will get 10 entities here. Suppose if we have 12th entity, you want to show into some different place, right? So for that one, we can create a multiple areas. Now if you see here, I'm just creating one more like master data, like student names and college names. Let's assume here I'm just keeping new area. Sorry, we just already. Now here again, you have to create a new group. Like new group is like colleges. Okay, now here, if you want to create a new, under this new colleges, if you want to add any sub area, here you can choose the actual entities. So are you understanding the structure? Under area, you will have group, under group sub area. In the sub area, you will be selecting whether it is a student or is it is entity or anything. Okay. Now if you see here under sub area, I want to select colleges, right? let's assume we have entity colleges. Do we have colleges entity? Okay. So let's for now I'm just adding account entity as college. I just added account. Okay. Now I'm just making changes. So on the same master data enter, I'm assuming like students also, I'm considering students also master data. So under colleges you have account, but account and students and college are different, right? So I want to create a new group. So I'm creating a new group here. This group, this group I want to have as students. Now, whatever I have kept here, right? That one I want to move to here. Okay. Now what I did, I just created it. I just renamed the new group to feedback, and I just added the feedback label name, group name. I created one more area and added the college students. So I made changes. Now I want to publish my changes. Now you are done with changes. So obviously once you are done with changes, you have to refresh, right? So you have to reload this page. Now if you see under master data, you have colleges and students. Under SF, you have feedbacks. So these multiple areas, these we will call as an area. Under each area, you can have groups and accounts, accounts and the main entities. Now my requirement is like I want to show some external link. So whenever you are using here, I'm just creating one more area like external links. Okay, in this area, I'm creating like, sorry, in this area, I want to create a new group. Here, for let's assume this for this group now, I'm keeping as a, I'm just keeping Google related. So here, why I'm give this name, I will tell you. Now, under this group, I want to have a sub area. In the sub area, here you are selecting entity last time, right? Now, what else we have? Dashboard you have, entity you have, web browser you have, URL. So this time I'm using URL. URL means suppose if you want to refer an external link, you can use this URL type. Okay. So in this URL, what I want to just I'm just want to give Google URL. Let's assume I'm just giving the normal Google. So I'm using title as Google searching or something. You can do whatever you want. So I'm done with this chain. Now for the next, I want to, I have given as links, right? So I want to add one more link. Let's assume that has some Gmail related. So I'm just copying this URL, giving directly. So like this, you can give the external links also within your CRM. So now let's see how it will works. I'm just making publishing my changes. I am done with changes. Now I'm just refreshing. Now here I would get one more. So let me republish. I will close. I'm republishing the sitemap only. Now I'm just refreshing. Now I got external links area. Under this area, I have search engine email. So when you click this kind of URLs, it will open a new tab. I'm just giving an example Google, but in generally, they will refer to external Power BI dashboards or external links that are needed for your CRM. Okay. So this way we will be using URL. So here, what else we have? We have dashboards. We will discuss about dashboards in next half an hour. That's okay. So did you understand what you mean by sitemap? So in the sitemap, you can control the what you can see in the sitemap. So we can create areas, we can create as groups, and we can add the entities, URLs like that. Okay. Now, now let's move to the here itself. Now I'm going back to feedback. Here I have student feedbacks. So here, so whatever you are seeing, right? This is a list of rows. So to see the any data in the CRM, the those are called views. So you have active student feedback views, inactive student feedbacks. So basically, whenever you create an entity in the CRM, by default you will be getting views. Same like forms, by default what you will get. For the views also you will be getting some default out of the box views. Now if you see active student feedback views, it's there. Inactive student feedback, it's there. And you could see also some other, right? Quick find view, advanced find view, associated view, lookup view. So what do you mean by these? Now if you see on the SR University, this record, for the student, whenever I'm selecting and searching like this, you could see S2. So what is the S2? This is the name of the student, right? So for that, you need to configure in the here in the student lookup view. So let's go to this student lookup view. So I am see this is the lookup view, right? If you see in the lookup view, what you will have, the name will be you have first. Suppose if I change this lookup view to something else, I'm removing this. I'm just keeping. I'm adding some other field like student email. So I'm just keeping here, adding student email. I'm moving to the left. So I want to be that to be displayed first. One more time we need to move. What happened? Move left. Now move left. Yes. Now student email is first, right? So what is the meaning by lookup view means whenever you have student lookup in that place, this view will be used. Now if you see, I am just refreshing this and refreshing the app as well. Now if you see here, it's not yet published. I'm just going to my components again. So whenever you don't see your changes, you just need to republish because most of the time it won't work in single publish. So here also I can select or you can just unclick publish all customizations. Now I'm just refreshing my app. Now if you see earlier we used to show name. Now it is showing email. So like this you can control the in the lookups what field you want to show first. Suppose if you want to show name, you can keep name in the first. Suppose if you search on this advanced also, we will can see the complete view, student email, student name, create none. So obviously what is there in the first, it will show in the here in the this view. Okay. So that is mean by lookup view. Able to follow me? So views are nothing but showing the list of records. Instead of a single record, it will show the collection of records. So if you show a single record, that is a form, right? So views are like a list of showing list of records. It's a tool for showing list of records. Any questions? Now, what else we have? We will have associated view. Let me go by one. So views. So we will have associated view. So basically associated views, when it will happen, whenever you have relationship. So now here in the master data, we have students, right? So let's open students. For students, they are submitting feedbacks. So whenever you are opening student feedbacks, this is associated view, right? If you want to control this view, you will be using this, you will be changing this associated view. So if you open default the feedback associated view, you will be having name and created on, right? So if you want to change that view, you will be making changes to student feedback associated view. Okay. So instead of name and created on, I'm just swapping. So if you make changes, so in this view also it will get changed. So what is basically associated with means basically it will show the related records, right? So in this view also if you want to use whatever the fields you want to put, that's the main intention. Okay, we are done with changes. Let me refresh. Empty cache. I'm doing hard reload. Go to related. Find student feedbacks. Earlier we have name and creator. No, just so like that you can put whatever the fields you need. Okay. So the next view is advanced find view. So basically in the CRM we will have this is the advanced find view. So if you say click on this symbol, you can select the table whatever you want to search. If you click on students, it will show student name created on. This is using active students view basically. Suppose if you want to change this view, you will change the advanced find view. Okay. If you see here also it is showing name created on. You can either add a new fields or you can remove the existing, like that you can control. Okay. Any questions here? So basically views will be used for showing the data or whatever you want. Same way we will having quick find view. Basically quick find is nothing but you have this search symbol, right? Whenever you search any table here, suppose let's search student is ash one. Let's search for account. So by default, this is a quick find we call. Here it is showing filter with none means no, none of the entities configured. We need to configure that I will tell in the next customization class. So basically, whenever you search here, if we want to show records, let me show in the other app. Going back to customer service workspace. Suppose if we're searching for some, let's assume like we don't have any. Let's search for test. Now, if you see here, whenever searching test, it is referring, it is showing some records, right? So this will be the advanced and quick find view for this contact entity. Same way for your entity also, you can create your own. So if you, do you want to show name or do you want to show email, you can choose like that. So that's the main intention of quick find view. Okay. And anyway, this active student, inactive students, we are using in the student level itself. So by default, it is showing here, right? Active students. Here also you can now my requirement is like I want to here it is showing only student name, right? I want to show student college, some other details as well. So whenever you want to make any changes to the existing views, you have to go this view. This is active student feedback. One second. You have to go to the existing table. You have to choose views. So whatever that you want modify view, you can choose that one. So once it is selected here, you can add the columns whatever you need. Suppose here I just want to add email, insert a view column. So which column I want to use? Email, right? So I'm just selecting that one. So I'm just making changes, save and publish. So here what will happen? Now it is showing only student name and creator, right? As I made changes to the active students, I added one more column. Whenever you do refresh, this will be reflected here. So it's not only for me. Whoever using this view, for all of them, it will be affected. Suppose you want to reflect for only yourself. So that time, two ways we have. You need to create a personal view. Suppose if you see here you don't want to have the student name. Only email is sufficient for you. But it shouldn't reflect for all people. So suppose if you want to reflect for all people, you need to create a new view from here. So whenever you create a new view from the makers portal, this will be available for all. Suppose if you want a new view for only yourself, you need to create like this. Here if you see manage and share views. Okay. Here you need to select active student. Now here what I want to do, I don't want student name. I need only student email. I don't need created on. So you will be just applying. Now if you see the view got changed. And now if you see here you got a star symbol on top of name. If you see save as new view. So whenever you do create this view like this, it will be personal to you only. It won't reflect to other people. Suppose if you open same mark by someone else, they can't see this NH active students. Okay. Whatever the system views, the default view they have, those only it will be reflected. Suppose I want to have a view for everyone, new view. So I will be creating view from makers portal. That I'm giving new view. Now here I want to have created on, I want to have modified on, I want to. So this is I'm creating from the makers portal. So this will be available. This will be also available here, but this will whatever you created from the maker portal new view that will be available for everyone in the whoever using this app. Okay. Now let me refresh. Active students, inactive students, students new view. So the students new will be available for me. It's available for other people, everyone. Okay. Getting now if you see, if you closely observe, for NH active students, you have this symbol, person symbol. For other views, you don't have. What does it mean? This NH active students is a personal view. The remaining are like system views. That's why you have that symbol. Okay. Now I created some view, my personal view. I want to share with someone else in my team or with some other team. So whenever you create a views, you can use this option, manage and share views. Now if you see here you have you whatever you want to select, you can select them. You can click on share. So whenever you do, here you can see what are the other people who are available in your org. You can search with their name or anything. I'm just choosing their name. Here I'm selecting and I'm giving the access level. what they can do, they can read with only see the view, or they can make changes. Right means they can make changes to my view, they can delete my view, they can assign to someone, some other people, or they can also share or not. Like that, we can control what he can do. Okay. Now, if we also say, if you click on these three dots, what are the options you are getting? Set as default view. Now, if you see, whenever I am doing refresh, which is opening by default, active students is opening, right? It's not opening. So let's open this URL. So whenever you're opening URL, if you click on students, master data, students, it is opening active students by default. Now I created my own personal view. I want to open that view only by default. So if you select set as default view on clicking on these three dots, so whenever you open students entity, automatically it will open that only. So what I will do, I will just refresh my page. I am just clicking on students. I'm just navigating to different area, master data area, clicking on students. Which one opened? My app is open because I set as a default. If you see here also it is showing default. Like that you can do. So if you closely observe, we have too many options like that: share, assign, edit info. Assign means you are giving this record, you are giving this access to some other person. So suppose if I give access to other people, let's give LT4. You have selected one saved view to whom you would like to assign it. So I just give another person. So what will happen now? So I am logged in with Jyoti login, right? Now if you close, refresh, or if you reopen this app, as I assign to that view to someone else, I should go right. Let's see what will happen. Selecting new. Now it is reset default view. I just reset back. Now I'm clicking on manage share. Now if you see earlier I used to have the NH active students as well. But if you see now it is not there because I just lost, right? I just lost means I just assigned to someone else. That's why it went from means. So assigning means giving completely to others, giving transfer, kind of transfer ownership. Okay. Any question in the views? So why I'm stressing the small topics, because whatever thing you do, the forms creation, fields creation, views creation, those will be like common entire your CRM career. Okay. Now if you see same way here active students, you are if you see in the click on the edit filters, you could see status some filter is applied. So if you want to make changes to any changes to this filter, you can change it here. But if you click on apply, it will be only for you. Suppose if you want this change for everyone, so in that case, you will be going to this active filters view, active students filters view, and you will be changing there directly. Okay. Views, active students, click on edit. So if you see in the right side, you have this filter by status is active. If you remove this, it will be gone for everyone. As of now, we don't have any inactive record now. That's why it is showing all records. Okay. Now to get these changes, I'm doing empty cache hard reload. Now if you click on the edit filters, you won't have that filter. Like that, you can make changes to your local, your personal views, or you can make changes to the system views. Okay. Any questions in the views? Satish, Hare Krishna. Okay then. Now, if you see in the but whenever we create a table, we have seen column creation, we have seen relationship creation, and we have seen keys creation, and we have seen forms creation, we have seen views. The next thing we have charts and dashboards. So charts and by defining by name itself, you could understand chart mean representing data in a pictorial, right? So same thing here. Suppose if you see here new chart, I'm just creating a new chart here. So we have some students record. For the student entity only, I'm just representing. So active students, I'm just using enter chart name like reference. Okay. Now if you see here, it is showing series and category. So basically to see the data in a table format. Now if you see on the student entity, do you have any whole number such thing? We don't have any field. Do we have on the feedback? Fees we have somewhere we mentioned, right? So let's use this way. So let's go back to what is that entity? Student feedback entity. So we can use more effectively because number will bar graphs or any graph we can use it for numbers, right? Number representation. So now I'm just creating new chart, college fee chart. Now here series what on which field you want to show. So I want to show like college fee. There is a college fee. And if you see, we want to show some or average like that. Okay. And some 25 college name. This is the name. This. So if you see like this, it will show SR University has like this. Let's save and publish. So now you created some chart. Now you want to, if you see in the charts, in the charts also we have column view like this. You can have bar, you can have area. Are these are charts in the views that you have right in childhood? The same thing we can have this. Now I just created chart. To see this chart, I want to need something in the UI, right? So for that purpose only, we will be using dashboards. Now if you see here, dashboard, I'm just giving two column overview. I'm selecting, you have to select the chart. So we have only one directory is applying. So it will be shown like this. Now, like free dashboard, save. So you have one more place. Add a stream to the dashboard. What is this? I'm just adding the same here. What is the stream? Add stream. Okay. Okay. I'm just save and close. Now, while creating the sitemap, I just shown, right? Other than URL, other than table, we can add dashboards. So now let's add dashboards here. Go back to sitemap, click on edit the sitemap. Here in the student feedback only, I just want to add one more section, sub area. That is nothing but a dashboard. Okay. So here select type. Earlier we have seen entity URL. Now we are seeing dashboard. So dashboard, for this dashboard you have to select dashboard, right? So from here you need to choose the dashboard. So what's my entity? I just given college fee, right? What's the name I have used? Fee dashboard. Otherwise we need to publish this. Okay. I just closing this. Save and close. What is this? Leave. Go back to Power Apps. Do you have views, right? Also I create from chart. By default, you won't get any charts or dashboards. You need to create manually. What does it mean? System won't give you any dashboards whenever you create entity. It will give the columns, relationships, keys, forms, everything, but it won't give any charts and dashboards. Now publish all customers is done. I am refreshing here in the sitemap designer so I can get latest. So I'm adding new area. So I have to select this. You need to click on new sub area. You have to choose dashboard. Then you need to look for your dashboard. It's not there. I mean, free dashboard. We have only few. I'm just refreshing. I'm just closing all this. Doing hot refresh. So I'm going to make a reporter from this advanced settings. Click on this. Click on solutions. It will open maker portal. Then I have to go my solution. Opening my solution. Then I have to go to sitemap, right? So I will be look for my components, left hand side, sitemaps. I'm just clicking on sitemap editor. Now I'm selecting here and adding sub area, dashboard, default. So it's not showing still. Mhm. So let me select something else. Okay, I'm just using the existing one. Click on save. I'm publishing this. Here I created for feedback, right? And have this. Now I'm refreshing this. Under feedback, I have added the new dashboard, right? So those will be available here like this. Here it is showing Dynamics 365 overview dashboard. If you see all, once you add the dashboard, it is showing all. But whatever it is showing, you have selected now, that will be open by default. Here, if you see default dashboard, you are selecting, right? So why I'm not able to edit this? Okay. Click on sub areas. Your entity itself, I'm not able to. Okay. Now I'm going to this apps, opening edit here. Now earlier we used to add only tables from here, right? Now if you see add page, here we have dashboard. Now I'm selecting fee. Why fee is not showing? System dashboards, inactive, Power BI, all dash, interactive, all dashboards also. It's not showing. So basically from sitemap on, and here you can add the view dashboards. I will give, let me try one more time, otherwise we will continue. Where is my tables? Manage this is dashboards. Set as default. Publish. As default dashboard. Let me try here. Will I get? Now entities, okay. Dashboard. Here it's not coming. I'm going to apps, student feedback, clicking on add page, selecting dashboard. Now 5 plus 2, it's not reflected. Okay, I will find the reason why it's not reflecting. So this way, if you see when I open the charts, it is showing the pictorial, right? So as I have only SR University College has data, it is showing SR University College bar graph. Suppose let's change this name to something meaningful. So this one, and where do we have fee? Here we have fee, right? I'm just adding the fee as well. So clicking on save and close. Here we have some error now. Okay, we are not able to make change. Okay, so just remove this college fee. How do you number? Save and close. This prompt column is causing some issue because that day, if you remember, we are using some feedback summary on this one. So either we have to remove this to make it work. Okay. So let me do that. Go to student feedback form. So you have to go to table and you have to choose the main form because we are using the main form from the form in the web app. Now, what is my prompt column? the feedback summary, right? Whichever I was showing. So based upon the feedback, this one. So I will remove this from the form to make us unblock. So I just deleting this, save and publish. Now I will do a hot refresh. Go back to survey form. It has gone. Now I want to give fees. Okay. Save and close. Now also we are getting. Why? Because in the information form we just removed, but in the column level you are using that field that you are triggering as a, where it is feedback summary. Table column level you are using the other field value. So that's why it is giving dependency. So what I'm doing, I'm just deleting this field for now. Deleting feedback summary. It is added again. Deleting. No, it went right. Now click on three dots. From here, I won't delete all. Then go back to or edit this column. So here text. Just remove this. On a safer side, I will be deleting also because it is making us not updating, right? So basically, this is the system type. Prompt preview is a recently created field. If you see the options also, it is showing preview. Preview means it's not yet available for general availability. Here, delete this. Now save this one. Now click on back. For that prompt column also I'm deleting. So look for column here. What is my column? Feedback, right? Feedback summary and syllabus. Delete from this environment. Now I will do hard refresh. Why it is saying this was done? So I just loaded the app again. clicking on feedbacks. I just want to give fee here. I'm just changing college name also. This one, save and close. Then I have one more table, right? For this also, I'm just giving, and I'm just giving the fee. Save and close. Now in the dashboards, actually, we don't see our fee dashboard. Okay. But in the sitemap charts, we have seen this, right? So if you see the chart here it will show what the columns we have selected, college name versus fees, right? So that will be shown in a bar graph. So now if you see SVS has the highest fees, right? So it will show like this. The remaining SRI and Vasu has less fees, right? So it will be shown like this. Suppose if you know this bar, you can make it. Okay. So whatever you want, you can do. You can need to give the x-axis, y-axis like that. Okay. Like that it will work. Now, ideally, chart cannot be added directly to the CRM views. So what we will be using, the dashboards we will be using, right? So that's why we have created one more component dashboard here. In this dashboard, we have added our charts here. So like this, we will be adding, suppose in one dashboard, you can have multiple dashboards. Okay. Like this. Here I have used two, but if you want to create, you can multiple. Okay. Now, if you see in the streams, you could see, right? This is basically on top you have one, and the below you have one. Like that, you can create streams. Whenever you're selecting a streams, you are electing the clear select your view on the auto dashboard. Now, if you see in the click on the chart also, just select this. It's already added to, right? That's why it's not giving. Now, if you see in the streams also, it is multiple added. Now, close this. Whatever the dashboard you have added, you will be adding this. Basically, we will be adding this to sitemap. Now we are getting some issue. I will find out why it is not working. So like that, we will be using chart views, charts, dashboard in the CRM. So all these are like we showing the data, like viewing the data, whatever we have. Okay. Any questions here? This one, Nikhil Ashok. My dashboard. See, like this, we have different these are dashboard in the from the dashboard, and we have designed like this. So you can same we are trying similar, but it's not working. I will find it. Okay, like this you can have a view also, simple view. Okay. Now it's manager. This is a four tile dashboard. Okay. So tomorrow we will be continuing with this. Till now we have covered columns relationship, right? Tomorrow we'll be continuing business rules. What do you mean by business rule? What kind of operations you will do? Okay. So today also I will be giving some kind of assignment for this hands-on. Just to explore and practice it. Okay. So till now, whatever we are doing, nothing. It's all about getting hands-on on the UI. Where to have which component. Suppose if you want to create a chart, you should know where I'm navigating, where should I create. Suppose if you want to make any field column name, where should I go, where should I change. So like that, you should have an idea. So far we have learning that only. So tomorrow class we will cover business rules, and in the columns we haven't discussed the behavior, right? We just seen only simple behavior. We have calculated and roll up behavior we have, right? So tomorrow we will be doing that thing. Okay. Now if we see, very simple. If you select this branch name, we have seen only the simple behavior for all the time, but we have some other types also will be there. If you see, if you select whole number, so you have simple calculated roll-up. So tomorrow with business rules, we will be doing learning this. So basically till now we have seen columns creation, views creation, forms creation, all about interface related. From the next class onwards, you will be seeing the business logic implementations. So in general, how do we get the business validations? What are the components we can leverage to that business validation to accomplish business requirement? Everything we will be touching. Chalo then. Thank you guys. Thank you all.